This set is slightly tedious in terms we have to deal with a lot of data, but there is no much calculation in this set. This question is an easy take if one can give some time to this question. Let's go through it. Each of the 5% out of Rohan, Deepak, Tripti, Sonal and Tarun completed a different number of units of work from among 200, 180, 140, 150 and 240 over a period of certain number of days. The number of days taken by Rohan, Deepak, Tripti, Sonal and Tarun to complete the mentioned units of work is 12, 8, 10 and 12 days respectively. The following table provides information about the total units of work completed by each of these mentioned persons by the end of each day. So this table is a cumulative table. That means day 1 Rohan is done with 10 units of work, day 2 22. That does not mean he did 22 units on second day. It means he did 12 additional units on the second day. Similarly, the table goes like that. Now it is also mentioned that a person is said to be more efficient than the other person only if he or she has done more number of units of work than him or her on at least 7 out of the mentioned days. Now what we have to do is that we have to first calculate the number of units of work done by each of them on each of the days. Rohan, first day it's 10 units, second day it is 12 units, third day it is 2 units, then 16, then 20, then 8, then 72, then 8, then 28, then 4, then 4, then 16. For Deepak, it is 12, then 20, then 18, then 2, then 32, then 36, then 20, then 16, then again 16, then 8, then 0, then 0. For Tripti, it is 5, then 10, then 10, then 25, then 30, then 16, then 12, then 32, then 0, 0, 0, 0. For Sonal, it is 20, then 5, then 15, then 10, then 15, then again 15, then 20, then 25, then 15, then 10, and then 0, 0. For Tarun, it is 2, it is 24, it is 4, it is 2, it is 45, it is 5, it is 12, 3, 5, 40 and 80. Now we have this data. Now let's look at the question. Out of the mentioned 5 persons, how many persons are more efficient than exactly 2 persons? So this question requires a serious effort because we have to compare every individual with every other individual. For example, if I compare Rohit and Deepak, I see that here Deepak did more work, here Deepak did more work, here Deepak did more work, here Deepak did, here Deepak did, here Deepak did, here Deepak did, here Deepak did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were 8 days where Deepak did more units of work than Rohan. So I can say that Deepak is more efficient than Rohan. Similarly, I have to compare each individual with every other individual. Fine. So if I look at Tripti and Rohan, I see that here Tripti did more work than Rohan. Sorry. Uh, Here Tripti did more work than Rohan. Yes, here also Tripti did more work than Rohan. Here also, this also. Here not. Yes, here also. And nowhere. So Tripti did more work than Rohan on 5 days. That means Rohan did more work than Tripti on 7 days. I can say that Rohan is more efficient than Tripti. If we keep on calculating this way, we will find that Rohan is more efficient than Tripti and Sonal. Deepak is more efficient than Rohan and Tripti. Tripti is more efficient than none. Tripti is the least efficient. That means Tripti is not efficient than anyone. sorry, Tripti is efficient than 0 people. Fine. And then if I see Sonal, she is more efficient than Tarun, and Tarun is more efficient than Tripti and Rohan. Now I have to find out the number of people who are more efficient than exactly 2 people. So I see that there is one person Rohan, the other is Deepak, and the third is Tarun. So there are 3 people who are more efficient than exactly 2 people. So answer is option D. There is no shortcut for this question because you have to compare each and every data here. Next, on how many days the number of units of work completed by Sonal is more than at least 1 and at most 2 out of the mentioned persons. This can be done also, although this also requires a lot of comparison. So I have to find out the days on which Sonal did more unit of work than at least 1 person and at most 2 person. So if I see, here, in the on first day Sonal did maximum work, that means she did more than 4 people, so this case will not be taken. I have to take at least 1 and at most 2. Here I see that she did 5 units of work, more than Tarun and only more than Tarun, that is 1 person. I'll take this day. Here she did 15 units of work. 15 is more than Tripti and more than Rohan, that is exactly 2 people. At most 2 was allowed. I'll take this day. Here she did 10 units of work, more than Tarun and more than Deepak. Again 2 people, this is allowed. Here she did 15 units of work, more than Tarun and only Tarun, that is 1 person. I'll take this day. Here she did 15 units of work, that is more than Rohan, only 1 person. This is allowed. 20 units, more than Tarun, more than Tripti. That's it, only 2 people. This is also allowed. 25, more than Tarun and more than Deepak and more than Rohan. This is not allowed, it is 3 people. 15 units, more than Tarun, more than Tripti, only 2 people. So this day is taken. And 10 units, more than Tarun, more than Tripti, more than Deepak, more than Rohan, maximum. This is not allowed and this is 0, not more than anyone else. So the days are 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 9th. That is in all 7 days. So my answer is 7. That is option D.